Hey guys, Matthew Evans, your trusted real estate advisor with Atlanta Fine Homes and Sotheby's International Realty. So, how's the market doing? It's a great question that I love answering, I love receiving as well, but one that I don't take lightly. I could give you the generic answer and say that throughout 2019, the prices of homes have risen, so it's a great time to sell your house because you're going to get more for it than you ever will. The interest rates are also low, so it's a great time still to buy houses as well. So I could give you that generic answer, but what I'd rather do is I'd rather get a little bit more information, go back home, gather that information up, and send it to you in a market report. What that market report is going to do, well, it's going to offer you insights and sales activities and trends for whatever specific category interests you. So it's going to be a lot more specific to your actual home rather than a broad thing for the entire Atlanta area. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to gather that information, and maybe you just want it for a zip code, maybe a little bit more micro, and you want it into your school district, or even smaller than that, and make it into your subdivision. I can gather all that information up for you, tell you exactly how many houses have been sold throughout the year in particular months, how many houses have been listed throughout the year, and then the average days on market, and then how much those houses are sold for as well. Gather that up, and we can get you a little bit better estimate on your house, so that you're a little bit more informed on your real estate investment. Now, I know what you're saying or thinking. You're thinking, well, I could just go to Zillow and get a Zestimate. You know, that's a great ballpark figure. And for the most part, you're right. It is, but it is exactly what it says. It is a ballpark figure. In fact, if you ever clicked on it and said how accurate is Zestimates, well, if you click on it, it'll take you to this website. It'll actually show you all of the towns in the United States, Atlanta being at the top. And it'll tell you that the median is 1.8%. Now, what that means is that 50% of the time, the price that they give you is within 1.8%. Pretty good, right? In fact, 86% of the time it's within 5%, and 96% of the time it's within 10%. Figures sound pretty good. That's a pretty good ballpark. However, what you're not looking at is at the top left-hand side, it says that's for active listings. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means a real estate professional has spent hours at home researching everything around and getting a price for that house listing, and they have used that and then done a Zestimate with that figure on the market value. So right next to that is I would like you to press the off market. Now that is their complete guess without actually visiting the home, and those figures go down just slightly. Instead of that 1.8%, the median is now 7.2%. So again, that means 50% of the time they're only 7.2% plus or minus the figure that they put on there for your Zestimate. In fact, 38% of the time they're within 5%, and 61% of the time they're within 10%. Does that sound pretty good to you? Does that sound like a ballpark figure you can live with? Maybe, but I would want a little bit more accurate. Just let me paint this picture for you. If you had an investment and you went to your financial guy and he says, okay, here's the money you've put in, here's how much you've got right now, but by the way, it's plus or minus 10%. I think you would want a little bit more details than that, and I think you deserve a little bit more detail than that as well. That's why I love doing the market report, and I'd love to be able to do one for you as well. How do you do that? Very easily. Just go ahead and send me an email or a text, and I'll get it straight out to you within 24 to 48 hours. All right? Have a great 2020, guys, and I'll see you soon.